Hey there, superstars. It is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer, and coach from Live, Love, Give. And I'm coming to you after kind of a day that has not totally gone to plan. And I'm actually just about to quickly get changed and head down to the beautiful Gold Coast. I'm currently here in Brisbane and going to go check out the amazing Gold Coast for a bit of fun tonight. So definitely going to squeeze in this Facebook Live for you guys and hope that it's of value. And what I really want to talk to you guys about today is that the fact that it is way better to undercommit and over-deliver rather than over-commit and under-deliver. And what I want to talk to you guys about is not just kind of the commonsensical kind of, what reasons why, that we can come up with, but actually how it affects you personally and how it affects your mindset, how it affects your identity and your beliefs around yourself and ultimately your self-esteem and your self-belief and your self-trust. So it's a big one. So why I want to talk about this is because, I'm currently up here in Brisbane and, being taken around doing lots of amazing cool stuff and totally overcommitted to the point where today, other stuff had to happen work-wise, different, relationship-wise and different sort of people and influences that, plans just had to shift and change to what they currently were. And it's kind of ended up in this kind of defeated way for the person who has overcommitted and not being able to deliver on that, right? And it's kind of, when we do that, when we overcommit and then we can't deliver, we feel diminished. We feel like we're just racing against the clock. We feel like we're pressured. We feel like all our energy is being drained. And ultimately, we get to a point where it's like we're just not enjoying anything that we're doing. And what happens is when we say that we want to do something and we commit to doing it, but then for whatever reason we can't follow through, generally because we've overcommitted, what happens is we lose integrity with the self. So yourself is always listening. Yourself is always there, right? So when you say something but then can't deliver on it, all that's reinforcing to the self is that, it doesn't matter what you really say. It doesn't mean that it's going to be true. It doesn't mean that it's going to be a thing. Why would we trust you? Why would we trust you when you're always overcommitting and under-delivering? And so what I tend to do personally, which I've learnt the hard way coming from being a bit of a perfectionist and a bit of an idealist and just wanting the best of the best always and, opting for that higher level. But realizing through experience that when I have overcommitted and not being able to deliver, it's diminished my self-belief and my trust within myself. And therefore I have to break free of the cycle of not trusting myself and, not kind of being able to trust my own integrity. And so I see this time and time again because I recognize my past self in a lot of us. And I'm not going to say I don't fall back into this pattern at different times, but I'm a whole bunch more conscious of it at this stage in my life than I used to be. But when I work with clients on this, it's super important. When clients come to me and they're lacking that self-trust, they're not really sure what direction they're taking, they say one thing but they do another and they're just beating down on themselves, the first thing that I get them to look at is where in your life are you over-committing and therefore under-delivering? And that's what we want to eradicate. And what we want to swap it with is identifying the things that are really healthy for you and really easily attainable, really easy for you to follow through. And also coupling that with the concept of 1, 2, 3, too many. A lot of us get into this whole we're so idealistic and we want the best of the best. And so we get this whole big list of things that we want to accomplish and do, and then we can't follow through, and then we end up not doing anything and feeling terrible about it. So the idea is identify 1, 2, or maximum 3 things that are easily attainable that you can commit to yourself and follow through on consistently, and give it a go for at least a week, whatever that thing is. And it actually doesn't matter what you commit to. What the real value is it comes from having integrity with your word and rebuilding trust within yourself. So whatever the thing is, you following through on your own commitment to yourself is the way that you will reestablish that trust within yourself, so that you can get to the point with all of your relationships and all the ways of being and the decisions that you make externally, that you're absolutely making sure that you have integrity. What you say is what you do, and you don't say it if you're not going to follow through and do it, because you realize that your trust and self-belief is the most valuable thing possible that you can have on the pathway of reaching your highest potential, and establishing the kind of relationships that you want externally from you as well. We all want to have that foundational piece of trust. We all want to have those people around us that, don't overcommit and underdeliver, but they might undercommit, but they overdeliver. They kind of blow our socks off because we didn't expect them to go above and beyond, instead of expecting this person to follow through on everything that they commit to, and then they always let you down. It's so diminishing to our connections, and particularly our connection with ourselves. So I really hope that me talking into this for you guys today is of value, and it'll get you thinking about where in your life currently are you over-committing and under-delivering. And I will get you to really just take a minute, like really after you watch this video, my ideal would be that you just sit down with yourself for a second, like just give yourself like literally 10 minutes and ask yourself that question. Where am I currently over-committing and under-delivering? Is it that I'm over-committing to, this crazy workout regime or this Nazi-like nutrition plan, or maybe I'm like over-committing to everybody in my life and I'm saying, yeah, I'm just being a yes man or yes woman to everybody, and I'm letting everybody down and I'm feeling bad about it. And then once you identify those different areas in which you're over-committing and under-delivering, then what you really want to do is from that point, and when you've really identified that, really look at how does that affect my trust within myself, my belief within myself, my ability to feel like if I say it, I will do it, which is super important. And then once you can see all the drawbacks for over committing and under delivering, then ask yourself, what would it look like in this area where if I was under committing but I was over delivering, and what would that feel like? Like how different would that feel within me if I was operating that way rather than doing what I'm doing currently? Really go to town with identifying the benefits of shifting from over committing to and under delivering to under committing and over delivering, all the benefits for doing that, and also all the drawbacks for staying the same, for all the drawbacks that you're likely to experience in your life in all of those areas if you continue to overcommit and under deliver. So I hope this has just been like maybe a bit of a kick up the bum that you might need. At times I definitely need this message, and I'm definitely seeing it play out, and I can see the negative effects. So it never pays to overcommit and then under deliver. Like it's just diminishing to everybody, including and most importantly to yourself. So integrity with the self is absolutely number one for reaching your highest potential. So I definitely want to check in with you guys. So let me know. Have you got any questions? Have you got any comments? Have you got any words of wisdom? Would absolutely love to hear from you and get to connect with you. And any of you guys who oh my God, let me speak properly, who aren't currently part of the Limitless Potential monthly masterclasses, I really encourage you to join us. You get access to all of the previous masterclasses, and I've got a super special one coming up in a couple of weeks' time that I cannot wait to share with you, all on the neuroscience of personality. It is super valuable, full of the best framework that I've currently ever come across in personal development, which I've been studying for at least 6 or 7 years now. So hands down, best out there. Can't wait to introduce it to you. If you want any more information, you can click on the link above, and I want to check in with you guys now. So I've got Vanessa, awesome to see you, and Sonia and Judy. And Vanessa, lucky you, the Gold Coast is sensational. Have fun. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Yeah, can't wait to get down there. Gonna be awesome. Haven't been there for a while, so yeah, it should be a fun night. And Emma's here, and Stan and Moises and Ty and Lucy and Morris and Julie and Rocky. Awesome to see all of you guys. And Imram, thank you for being here. And Marco's here as well. Great to see you, my friend. And Ella Varison and Victoria. Yay, good to see you. And Matthias and Andrew and Victoria. Let you yes be yes. Oh yeah, let your yes be yes and your no be no. Absolutely. Such a great way of putting it. You know, to have integrity with yourself. And, you know, yeah, oh gosh, I used to be such a yes woman. I just say yes, yes, yes to everybody. And then you're left with picking up the pieces and like the horrible things of like saying, oh, I'm sorry, I've let you down. Like I can't come, or hiding away from it, or whatever you do, you know? So stop doing that. It's so diminishing to your self-belief, which is so, like I said, important for reaching your highest potential. You've got to build and establish that trust within yourself, or you're never going to achieve anything that you say you want to, because your word means nothing to yourself, and that's a really painful way to be. So absolutely love that, Victoria. And Lockie's here as well. And Gregory, thank you so much for your kind words there. Great to see you. And Ted, you are wisdom. Oh, thank you so much, my friend. I really appreciate such kind words. And Lucy, I've learned that saying no and don't feel guilty. Absolutely. So true. And when we talk into personality psychology, Lucy, I know I've had the pleasure of getting to connect with you many times. So you, as in your personality type, leading with the same cognitive function as I do, which is a process of extroverted feeling. It's all about everybody else's emotional needs and what's going to get them feeling happy and feeling good. We, out of all the personality types, can get really succumbed by guilt. So hearing you say that, Lucy, is such a beautiful and powerful lesson that you could possibly learn, being wired the way that you are. So I love hearing that. Thanks so much for sharing. And Lucy, yeah, when you say no, you don't need to explain the reason why you need to say no. That is a powerful one that I have personally been one of my major lessons as well. I love this, Lucy. Yeah, there's nothing more powerful than getting to that point where you no longer need to justify or explain yourself. Like, you're strong and centered in yourself, and you're choosing what's healthy for you, which is ultimately going to be healthiest for everybody else around you as well. So I love that, Lucy. And remember, you know, when we don't do what's healthiest for us, and we think we're doing the right thing, we think we're keeping the peace, we think we're doing the right, we don't want to rock the boat with our relationships, but at the end of the day, you keep doing that, you build the worst, it's like a bomb you put on, it's kind of like taking the pin out of a grenade and chucking it in your best relationships, because you build such resentment that it will explode the relationship apart, you know? So it's super important to be operating from a place of what is the most self-loving thing I could do in this situation, and making sure that your decisions are being filtered through that question. I love that, Lucy. That is so good. Completely resonating. And Aman is here as well. And Brom, good to see you, my friend. So that really is my message for you guys, all you guys who are joining me right now. I really do hope that you catch the recording and get a ton of value from today's message. As always, I'm sending you guys all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you to wherever you are in the world today. I really do hope that it's beautiful, amazing, and and extraordinary, and that you're doing something empowering, and that today's message has definitely served you. And I so appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining me live, for your questions, for your comments. I absolutely love when you contribute to the conversation and get this community going. So much love to each and every one of you guys. I'm off for a bit of a fun night down the Gold Coast, and I will report back tomorrow. Sending you guys much love.